I can see that I'm logged in here and I'm a presenter, and I can see that William Fry is also logged in. Now, as a teacher or a presenter, when you first go into this system, I recommend that you go to the cogwheel just above the users and click on Lock Viewers. This determines how your users can use the system. So I can lock down what students can do. Can they see each other's webcams? Can they share their microphone? So this sets down the default settings for all my users. And I can just apply those settings. At any time during the session, I can go back to this cogwheel and mute all users, including myself, the presenter, or I can mute all users except the presenter. There is a public chat that runs on this while the session is running, so you can send a message to everyone at any time, or you can lock everyone out of the public chat, and you can also just close the public chat here as well, and that leaves more of the screen for your presentation. You can see that the presentation I uploaded is here and ready to use, and I can scroll through the slides and share this with my students. And my students see exactly the same as I see. These buttons here indicate whether I'm using the audio, a webcam, or sharing my screen. This is really useful if you have any other software that you want to share with students. You can just share your desktop. Over here we've got some basic whiteboard tools that I can use. So for example, I can draw on the screen, draw attention to things that I want to point to my students. I can clear the most recent annotations, and I can clear all annotations. I can also open up a multi-user whiteboard, and this enables the whiteboard for my students to use as well. So you can see here William Fry has now come into the system and is annotating the board, even though I, the teacher, am not doing that. I can turn the whiteboard off here, and I can clear annotations again. If you want to add another presentation or resource, there's an action button here where I can upload a new presentation. I can also start a quick poll or share an external video. So for example, if I put a YouTube share link into there, it will share the YouTube video on the screen. The younger your students are, the shorter I would recommend that these sessions are. When you're finished with your session, go to the options menu here and end the meeting, and this will close the meeting for all users. Okay, so it then takes you on to this screen, which you should simply ignore and close the tab that you're working on, and that will take you back to your Fusion platform. If I go back to my dashboard, it's important to note that this MLTV link in your quick links will only give you a list of groups that have already had an MLTV room created for them. If you haven't created your room yet, it won't appear in this list. So in the first instance, you should go to your class menu, and where it says new room, you should create the room, and then it will appear in the MLTV link in quick links.